When you think of Europe's heritage, what comes to mind? Probably ancient monuments, maybe priceless works of art. But it's so much more than that. It's really a shared story, a collective memory, a memory that defines who we are.
You see, at its very heart, heritage is memory. It's the accumulated knowledge from centuries of science, it's the beauty of timeless literature, and the profound richness of all our diverse cultures.
And this memory, this incredible culture, that's what tells our shared story. It's like a thread that connects our past directly to our present.
But today, in our digital age, that very thread, well, it's facing a completely new kind of danger. One that's sophisticated and, crucially, often invisible. Cyber attacks.
So yeah, a legacy under threat. You see, our most priceless collections, they're not just locked away in vaults anymore. Now, they're on servers. We're talking digitized manuscripts, scientific research, vast cultural databases, and these are the new targets.
This really shows you the shift, doesn't it? For centuries, the enemies of our heritage were physical things: fire, war, the slow decay of time. But today, the threat is completely digital. We're talking ransomware, data breaches, even outright deletion. And hackers? They're targeting these institutions not just for a quick payday, but to steal information, cause disruption, and gain influence. And make no mistake, the stakes here could not be higher. We have already seen devastating ransomware attacks that completely lock down museum servers and data breaches that compromise entire national archives. This goes way beyond just an IT problem. This is a direct threat to the memory of our civilization itself.
So what makes this threat so uniquely dangerous? Well, it's the fact that it's an invisible siege. It doesn't come with alarms or smoke. It just happens.
No smoke, no fire, yet the damage can be permanent. The real danger here lies in the nature of that damage. A single piece of malware can just quietly destroy years of painstaking digital restoration work, or it could permanently erase an entire archive of high-resolution art. The destruction is silent, yes, but it can be absolutely final.
Okay, so this leads us to two really critical questions. First, how are these attackers even getting in? And maybe more importantly, what is Europe actually doing to defend its most precious digital treasures?
All right, let's break it down. We're going to look at the three most common ways hackers breach the digital walls of our cultural institutions. Because, understanding their methods is really the first step to building a stronger defense.
Okay, first up, phishing. So many of these sophisticated attacks start with something incredibly simple: a deceptive email. A staff member gets a message, it looks legitimate, they click a link, and boom, just like that, the attackers are in. They're not using brute force. Their weapon is trust.
Then there's ransomware. This is pretty much exactly what it sounds like: digital hostage-taking. Malicious software gets in, locks up all the files, and then the attackers demand a huge payment to release them. And this isn't theoretical. Back in 2021, several European cultural institutions got hit by this. They lost access to their own digital collections, to their internal data, everything.
And finally, you've got data theft and espionage. And this is about stealing history itself. Here, hackers are specifically targeting valuable research, sensitive historical documents, or unique designs. And once that data is stolen, it can be sold, sure, but it can also be subtly altered to actually change the historical record, or used to manipulate public opinion. It's a scary thought.
So, faced with this, invisible siege, how is Europe fighting back? Let's switch gears and look at the other side of this battle, how the continent is building up its digital defenses.
Europe's first line of defense is a whole network of what you could call digital guardians. You've got organizations like ENISA, that's the EU cybersecurity agency, and they work hand in hand with national teams, often called CERT. Their job is pretty straightforward but critical: monitor networks 24/7, hunt for threats, and coordinate the response when something happens.
But here's the thing, and it's so important. All the advanced tech in the world isn't enough. It can't stop an attack if a person makes one wrong click. The crucial point is that cybersecurity, at its core, depends on people. It depends on awareness, on continuous training, and just a shared sense of responsibility.
So what this means is that every single museum, library, and archive has to start thinking like a security center. It's a total mindset shift. And here's the essential toolkit: constant backups, so data can always be restored; strong firewalls to block intruders; encrypting sensitive data to make it useless if stolen;
And of course, as we just said, comprehensive staff training.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Because this fight, it's about so much more than just servers and firewalls. It's really about the very nature of our heritage here in the 21st century.
I really like this quote. Just as guards once protected castles, digital guardians now protect data. The role of the protector hasn't changed, but the battlefield has. It's shifted from stone walls to digital networks. The guardians aren't wearing armor anymore, they're armed with code.
And what is it they're protecting, really? It's our core values. When we secure our data, what we're actually doing is defending the integrity of historical truth. We're defending the continuity of our collective memory, and ultimately the very foundation of our identity.
So, whether we're talking about the digitized paintings of Florence or the government archives in Brussels, protecting this data, that's what forms the bridge. It's the bridge between Europe's incredible past and its unfolding future.
And that's exactly why this fight isn't just for the cybersecurity experts. It's really a mission for every single one of us, anyone who believes that knowledge and art and culture, that they aren't disposable, that they're legacies that absolutely must endure for generations to come.
This really brings us to a pretty profound realization when you think about it. The very definition of a treasure has evolved. Our greatest treasures are no longer carved in stone. They're stored in code. Just fragile, incredibly valuable strings of ones and zeros.
And so, in the end, every single firewall rule, every data backup, every encrypted file, it all serves one profound purpose. Protecting this code isn't just about protecting information. It's about protecting who we are.
Hey, if you enjoyed this, do us a favor and hit that like button, share it with someone you think would dig it, and subscribe for more explainers that bring our amazing shares